Hi friend, today I want to show you 5 different techniques for creating the hypnotic techno melodies and leads. We will go over things like creating those bleepy, bloppy melodies you could hear. We will go over motifs, we will go over sequencers, arpeggiators and polymeters. At the end of this video you will know exactly what kind of leads or melody you can use for your hypnotic techno tune. If you don't know me yet, I'm Michał, and over the last 6 years I've been teaching electronic music production. I specialize in helping producers finding their own unique voice and establish creative process that will help them finish more tracks. I run 2 music production communities with over 70 people which I work day to day. Those students for the last 3.5 years have finished more than 800 tracks. If you want to learn more about our communities, workshops and masterclasses, check out the link in the description. Alright, let's dive in. So I have this tune as a reference that I want to show you that this is an example like pop, 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 pop. So I want to create this kind of bleepy bloppy melodies, and I've been showing you a technique how to create this bleepy bloppy melody with operator. The link is above, but this time we will do it slightly different. So this is the bleepy bloppy melody I did. So first thing and the most important is actually to find the rhythm. So this is what I've started with. And we just only need something really short and sweet and simple. So I'm having operator with sawtooth waveform with a bit of modulation, but actually I could, and then I have roar just to spice up the sound. And the secret behind like this lies in filter. So I have short decay and just 10% of filter envelope. That's too kind of like abrupt. Of course, it depends on the taste of the track but we can get this pop, 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 pop. If we just do just a touch of the envelope. So this could be nice, but we can make it nicer with adding like just a bit of more emotional content. Like if I raise this note to 3 semitones, so in techno you would mostly be working with minor scales and all of those minor modes like Dorian, Phrygian. If you don't know that yet, Google it, and I will show you a quick a quick Phrygian hack in a moment. So we already get this something like emotional motif. So let's use the second half of this, and then we can get this note just 1 semitone up. So this is actually not in the minor scale, because if we would highlight the minor scale, you see C sharp is not in the minor scale, but this is the Phrygian mode I've been telling you about. So if you raise so instead of having this note a D or a second, which will be like 2 semitones above the root note, we will lower it 1 semitone down. So this creates a lot of tension, and a lot of techno uses the Phrygian mode with this second note being lowered 1 semitone. So we can use that, and let's hear how that sounds like. First without, or maybe let's do with D, normal mode. And then I will lower it. For extra tension we can make it even higher. So now the magic will be lying in the dynamics. So we would use different velocities. As you can see, I have some velocity changes. With velocity changes we'll have this rhythm, ta 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 ta. There will be some accents, and this is important to add the velocity fluctuations, like so the filter, for example, or the amplitude in this instance will work on the velocities. Because if I had this to 0, you see, now the velocity doesn't affect the filter, but now with more velocity there is more filtering opening, and this makes this thing more interesting. So I want to highlight maybe a bit more, or maybe less, let's see, too little. I'm missing one note here. Let's see. And then, if I'll be playing this lead, I could work with the filter envelope. But just a touch. Depending on the context. If I will turn on those new operators, now we can have a bit of FM modulation. If we can steer with this tone thing. Now it's kind of really tense. Listen how the tone changes the whole situation. Now we can hear this FM modulation going on. And look how I have those operators detuned. Yeah, so this is the Bleepy bloppy melody. Alright, so let's see the second example, which is using motifs. What are motifs? Motifs are those small melodic ideas that can be used for a track. So I have those. This is one motif. It's not melodic. It's like sound designy thing. I'm just playing again couple notes with this one semitone above, which creates a lot of tension. And I have a bit of operator going on. And then I'm gonna have a melodic motif, which is a really short melody. If we look at this, so I'm using this Q&A pattern, which first part ask question, and second one answers. Again, velocities. I'm using different octaves, so to have a bit of more movement and drama. Maybe I will have those. And let's add a bit of. Let's add a bit. Maybe that's a bit too much. So I'm having those two motifs playing with each other. So this is just like two ideas playing together. And then we have the sequencer melody, which is based on the MDD snake. But what I want you to understand is that many times you will hear those blob blob blobs, and how you can add tension. Again, I'm using simple operator with sine waves, a bit of attack on the second one, and then I'm detuning them. And then look how the sound changes if I add tone. Now it sounds very subtle. I'm not using filter at all here. And for the whole snake, I had a different video about snake. Let's link is above. What I'm using is different scales. So I will invite you to explore those different scales rather than having minor or major. Try something, you know, totally different. Let's go bar high and let's see how that's gonna sound. I'm gonna randomize it. I'm gonna randomize velocities again. I'm gonna change the pattern for velocity. With sequencer melodies, it's a good idea to actually record the MIDI output so you can get some really cool stuff going on. So I'm going to record this 30. Yeah, let's record a bit. All right, that's enough. Let me turn this off. And now I just want to work with the second one. So I'm gonna copy this. And I just want to like get some feel of it. And I'm feeling like we are missing some note. Yeah. And what you need to like, something like that. So the sequencer melodies are really giving you this first idea, and then but then I will many times they will just give you I think like a seed of an idea, a seed of the motif, so then you have to work it out by yourself. And the best way for me at least is to record this and then try to experiment with adding some notes or changing the rhythm, just getting something that I will vibe out. So and yeah, but the real benefit is that I would never come up with this pattern if I would start from scratch. So this was the sequencer melodies, and then we have arpeggiated melodies. So this is the kind of sketch for that. So again, yeah, I'm having a simple chord, which is C minor, C minor with C sustained too. So the second note is lowered in this chord. So this is the basis, yeah, C minor, C, D sharp and G. I'm lowering G, and then I'm kind of like sustained chord is when you have, instead of like this, yeah, you have second note lowered by one semitone or to second degree, yeah, second degree, or you can have it above. So we can actually make a bit more variation here. So let's use, instead of G, D, we will go to F. So this will be also like, this is sustained 4. When you have the third note raised to the 4th degree. So yeah, we're going to do that to add a bit of variety. So then it's a matter of playing with Arpeggiator and finding the setting. Like I've used 8 notes and I've added some distance steps. I also have a beat retrig. I have some velocity retrigger also, so velocity targets. And then so now with this, you've probably heard this many times, but this again with using tone, we can make it sound really like techno-y. Now it sounds interesting, doesn't it? So what you want to have is to have some extra operators. Try to play with envelope, with fine-tuning a bit as well, so it's interesting. And then again with tone, it sounds regular. I'm loving it. And then second bit is to have another layer. So as you can see, I'm having a layer which is polymetric. I'm looping it over 7/8, and then I have this small motif. So I'm combining the two techniques. Small motif, which is playing G, and then C, D sharp, D. And second and sixth note in the scale. So if we look at the, again, C minor scale, yeah, if we just go for the C minor scale, this is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So using, we don't really want to use that much of 4th note. Maybe G is like okay, but 1 to 5th, it doesn't bring a lot of tension and emotional content. It brings a lot of movement. So you really want to explore in your melodies 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and 7. But 2nd, 3rd, and 6th will give you a lot of emotional content, will give you a lot of tension in the melody. So that's why I had here this motif with C, which is 1st, E flat, which is 3rd, and D, which is 2nd. Yeah, so if we combine the two, let's listen to it. And again, on the operator, I've added a bit of glide, so without. And I have a LFO as well, LFO on the, yeah, A, but without. And then with glide, there's subtle movement between notes. And I guess the same is for the, yeah, without. Just a touch of glide. And now I can kind of have this going on, because these small motifs happen in different places, because it's polymeters. Like sometimes it's here, it doesn't loop always on the same place. So we have this really interesting rhythms and melodies going on together. You can get alright, so this was Arpeggiator. I think with some nice twists, and at the end we have this Polymeter melody. So this was my basis, really simple sound, again sawtooth, a bit of more modulation, like two operators, but they are not even D2. Again, I'm not using tone that much. Again, sound is just a touch of envelope, echo. And again I have this, so it works because again it's only 7/8. And again I'm using this Phrygian mode, yeah, so kind of like having C and C sharp raised above an octave, then again C. There's a lot of tension in those notes. Again C sharp, so I'm emphasizing this C sharp, changes in velocity as you can hear, C. So there is this dynamic in the whole pattern. Again, the frequency of the filter is linked to velocity. That's nice, but then I have this, just a simple note. And again I have this Polymeter here, so it's I guess 9/8, 8 notes over 8. And maybe I will play with the can play with different setting on the echo. So again, this is interesting because we have this, let's record it so you can see it. Yeah, so as you can see we have this looping in different moments, and then this extra note is also like in the different section. This makes this thing whole interesting. Alright my friends, so I've showed you 5, sorry with my metal finger, 5 ideas for hypnotic techno melodies and leads. I hope that was useful. I hope that will help you in your next production. If you want to learn more about hypnotic techno melodies and leads, check out this video on my right side, your left side, to learn more, and don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. Till the next time, bye.